My dear students, after having given you four formal letters, I have come back to my grammar lesson because I think that without having the knowledge of grammar, you can't write your sentences independently. And that is why I have come to past tense. And what is past? If you are asked, can you give me the answer? What is past? The simple answer is that the time that has gone by is called past. The time that has already gone by is called past. So, my today's arrangement is past tense, and you know that all tenses, that is present, past and future, have four forms, that is indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Okay? Now, today's topic of discussion is past indefinite tense. Okay? Now let us clean the board. Past indefinite. Now, I am writing 4 or 5 sentences on the board, and you just see that their principal verbs or finite verbs are in the past form. And you know that any verb has its 3 forms: present, past, past participle. And in the case of past indefinite tense, the finite verbs or the principal verbs are always in the past form. For example, number 1, I saw a bird fly in the sky. Saw is the past form of see. I saw a bird fly, that means I saw a bird to fly. As saw is the verb of perception, to infinitive is omitted here. Clear? Number 2, the children played in the garden, in the afternoon. Full stop. Just you see that play, played, played. So I have used the past form. The children played in the garden in the afternoon. You see that all the tasks have already been done, have already been done, and the time has gone by. So it is past form. Number 3, the boy studied. The boy studied hard to succeed in the examination. Full stop. You see, studied, studied, and we have used the past form of study, studied. The boy studied hard to succeed in the examination. Okay? Number 4. He was very sick. He was very sick at that time. He was very sick at that time. You see that be verb has 3 forms: am, is, are, and the past form is either was or were, and the past participle form is been. So be, was, been. I have used the past form of be, that is was. Clear? Number 5. The public were violent. The public were violent and set the bus on fire. And set the bus on fire. Full stop. You see that public has been used as the plural form. Public means many people at a time. That is called public. So I have used the plural form of be verb. Where the public were violent and set the bus, set. So we have no problem because present form is set, past form is set, and past participle form is set. So we have used the past form. Set the bus on fire. So I have given you the five examples, and all these 5 examples are the examples of past indefinite tense, because the time in which the actions took place or the incidents occurred has gone by. It is no more. So the actions which took place in the past is called the past tense, and you know that the tense is always of the verb. The tense is always of the verb. Now come to the conclusion. Let us come to the conclusion. Note, when the accents were done or occurred when the actions were done or occurred in the days or time which have gone by, the verbs take the past forms. The verbs take the past forms and they belong to past indefinite tense. Past indefinite tense. Then what I have written? I have given you 5 examples, and now in the deductive method I have come to the conclusion that when the actions were done or occurred, in the days or time which have gone by. It is no longer. The verbs take the past forms and they belong to past indefinite tense. When the actions were done or the actions, you may write, or the actions occurred in the days or time which had gone by. The verbs take the past forms and they belong to the past indefinite tense. Then what is the how to construct? Please write down how to construct. How to construct subject plus past form of the finite verb or the principal verb plus object plus adverb or adverbials, etc. Okay. Now look at how to construct past indefinite tense. Subject first, then past form of the finite verb or principal verb. What is finite verb? That is principal verb. Plus object, verb and subject have an agreement. If the subject is singular, you will have to use was, and when the subject is plural, you will have to use where necessary, not everywhere. Verb plus past form of the finite verb or principal verb plus object plus adverb or adverbials, etc. Okay, there is no problem of construction. So in my next class, I will give you some examples of interrogative and negative forms of past indefinite tense, and all your doubts will be cleared then. And I am very much enthusiastic to request that you should subscribe my channel, that you should like it and share it as far as practicable, so that I may give you all the writing skills and the basic tidbits of grammar, so that you can write your sentences, your paragraphs, letters, notice, etc. independently. Because most of the students write incorrectly because they lack the sense of tense. Thanking all of you. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, please. Good night.